So, what we have here is a printhead off of my Neptune 4 with a little blob of death going on. Not happy times. I've been printing off and on for 3 years. Never had a blob of death. And of course, I said it the other day, and like 2 days later, that happens. So we're going to change out the printhead, and I'm going to do this video on how to do it. This printhead that I bought, or hot end that I'm replacing this one with. I did get it off of Amazon. I thought it was an Elegoo part. It is not. So we'll see how it does. It was about $17 in that area somewhere. Under 20. It was under 20. But that's the packaging. That's the info on it. I did buy a whole extruder kit. Same place, Amazon. Don't remember the exact price, but I know it was roughly $60. That is an actual Elegoo part. I've replaced hot ends. I've received machines with blobs of death because I like to get machines that are for parts or repair, and a lot of them have blobs of death on the hot ends. So I've dealt with this before, and I have gotten Elegoo parts. I don't remember how much these cost, but when you do get these, I don't know if you can see that, it will say Elegoo on it. But hey, why not try it? I mean, it may not be a factory part. It may work fine. It may mess up immediately. Who knows? Repair machines. Right. So, first things first, we got to get this assembly off so we can start breaking it down. Don't forget these two screws right here and here. It's going to be one of the first things we do. So we get the right tools over here. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. So now that we've got those two screws out, we'll place them back where they went. Yep, in fact, they might have giant fingers to allow me to do that. Yeah, there we go. All right, now take this assembly off. Now, one thing I do like to do. See, there's only I'm getting sidetracked here. There's only two screws in this. I don't know what happened to the other screw. I know I had it in there at one point, but it's gone now. Plus, this is off my Neptune 4 Plus, which is my problem child machine. Number on these wires. So what we're going to do is try to see these out. There's one. There's two. So my Neptune 4 Plus is, like I said, the problem child machine. And it does have its little quirks. This was actually also a new head. print head assembly that I purchased for it. And it was running good for a while. I do a lot of prints. Sometimes you don't realize how many prints you do. Until you start really thinking about it. I haven't found a spot in the machine yet that tells me the total time on the machine. I have looked through the menus. So basically you got to take this thing apart because there's this mount here, and then the hot end has to slide out. So you got to take all this stuff apart around it to try to get to it. Obviously this doesn't need to come off, but all this other stuff does. So try to remember where the wires go. There's these little screws. Yeah, I just took two of them out on the other side. There's two more here. I have gotten these things where somebody attempted to replace the hot end or did whatever, and they started taking it apart and it's got half the screws in it that were required, which they pretty much did all right, but it kind of burnt our little observation light. Let's go through there. Like I said, there's a lot of pieces to this. Oops. Trying to do everything with a Phillips. It would be convenient if everything was a Phillips, but it's not. That does okay. This is sensor. It senses your height, I believe. I'm not saying I'm an expert at it. I've just gotten relatively decent at taking these and changing these things. Okay, so now we're to a point I don't have to go crazy taking this entire thing apart. So once you get all those screws out, you just kind of on these numbers. I should be able to sneak this out. Yeah, not magnetic enough. So we'll grab my pliers here. A little bit. There we go. Yeah. Now, I should be able to slide that out. That's it. That's your burnt out hot end. Now, one thing that I like to do with these, especially when they're new, is loosen hot end. The nozzle. Loosen the nozzle because you need to grab this with something. You have this boot on there, so slide the boot off carefully. Don't damage the wiring. So this is the wiring for the hot end as far as heating it up. This is your temp sensor. If you notice on the other one, I didn't really show it. This one here, it actually destroyed the wiring. If it hadn't destroyed the wiring, I probably could have got away with still using this. But it destroyed the temperature sensor wiring. This wiring was okay, but $16.